What's up guys, it's Light Spiral here with the Hall of Dark B6 Farmable team video. For those of you who haven't seen any of the Farmable team videos on this channel before, basically what I do is I go over all 5 of the units, how to get them, as well as what their purpose is in the team and possible replacements for them. So the first unit I have is the Water Magic Knight or Lapis, and right now the video is my phone isn't connecting to my computer well, so this recording is a lot behind. I'm in the dungeon already, but you can't tell it on screen, and so when it does come on screen, then you'll be able to see that it wins. And so anyways, back to what I was saying. The first unit I have is Lapis, the Water Magic Knight. It's a natural 4-star that you get when you beat Mount Siz's boss. If you fed it, there's no way to re-get it, but it's fine, and I'll tell you why later. The next unit I have is Shannon, the Wind Pixie, a natural 2-star, and all natural 2-stars you can get extremely easily through Unknown Scrolls and through the Magic Shop and through secret dungeons, so you can get Wind Pixie from all 3 of those. So the video just crashed. I'm going to try and load it back up again really quick, and yeah, there we go. And so the the next unit we have is Amon, the Light Bear Man. So you can get this. It's a natural 3-star. You can get it in a secret dungeon on Light Day, whenever that may be for you. And then the next unit is Colleen, the Fire Harpoo. It's a natural 2-star, so you're going to get her the same way you're going to get Shannon. And so Unknown Scrolls, Magic Shop, Secret Dungeons. And then the last unit is Konamiya, the Water Garuda. And you'll be able to get this unit through the same thing. It's a natural 2-star, Unknown Scrolls, Shop, or the secret dungeons. And this team isn't the most efficient team you could possibly have, and I'll explain why in just a couple of seconds after I go through the purposes in the team. So I went through and told you guys how to get all 5 of these. So the purposes they have is Lapis, the Water Magic Knight. Her purpose in the team is just to deal damage, so possible replacements for her. Literally any damage shield you have of any element can replace Lapis just fine. That's why I was saying it doesn't matter if you already fed her, because you can replace her with anyone. Next unit, Shannon, the Wind Pixie. Replacements for Wind Pixie is really anyone that does a full team defense buff. Shannon's second skill is also very useful because it does the AoE full team speed debuff, but replacements for Shannon, any full team speed debuffer or defense buffer, sorry. Amon, the Light Bearman, is in here for one reason only: full team healing. So replacements for Amon is any full team healer that you have is going to work to replace him. Colleen is in here for well, it just crashed again, but I can still tell you Colleen is in here for 2 reasons mainly, and there's kind of like a third reason that's like a half reason and not really like a full reason. The first 2 reasons that I was talking about is the single target attack debuff, which she will be putting on the boss. And sorry, I'm just getting this loaded up again just so you guys can have proof that it won. So yeah, it was really laggy, so of course you didn't really get to see a single bit of the fight, but you can see it took 2 minutes 41 seconds. It took less than that because I paused the fight as soon as it started because I was going to wait until I could reload this recording thing, Reflector, and so it doesn't take this long to beat the dungeon. It takes a lot less than that. But yeah, Colleen, what I was saying, she's in here for the single target attack debuff, as well as the full team speed, or not speed buff, attack buff, which I know Shannon does the full team attack buff too, but if you're not using Shannon, then you need the attack buff from Colleen. And then the third reason I was saying is like a half reason is she heals, but the heal's not really all that impressive, so it's kind of like a half benefit. And then the last unit I have is Konamiya, the Water Garuda. This unit's really important to have in here because it has one skill that we're using it for, and that's its third skill. It's full team cleanse. So anyone that does a full team cleanse of at least 2 harmful effects or more, you can use to replace Kona. I'm probably going to end up using Kona in every single Hall of Dark video, B4 through B10. Well, that being said, I don't know if I used Kona in B4 or B5, but I'm assuming I used him in B4 and B5. But I'm going to use him in all the other ones too, B7, B8, B9, and I already made B10, and I'm pretty sure I used Kona in it. And so, Kona is really useful in Hall of Dark and in a lot of other dungeons, so I would recommend building it. But if you don't feel like it, any full team cleanser is going to do. And I don't think I said replacements for Colleen. Possible replacements for Colleen. Honestly, if you're going to be using Shannon, this Wind Pixie, replacements for Colleen is anyone that's going to be able to do an attack debuff on the boss, and preferably do it quick, so not have it like on a 6-turn cooldown or something, but like on a first skill, or if it's on like a 4-turn cooldown or less, so like 2 or 3-turn cooldown maybe, then you could use that. But that's kind of the team. The way I was saying you can make it more efficient is instead of using Colleen, you could use someone with an attack debuff and a defense debuff, because this team doesn't have a single defense debuff on the whole team. So if you use like Bernard the Wind Griffin, that would work really good to replace Colleen. Or if you use Darian the Light Vagabond, or the Wind Vagabond Royd, also can work to replace, and they'll do a defense break and a sword break on the boss, which is really useful to make the runs faster and safer. But that's all for today though, guys. If you have any other dungeons you're having trouble clearing, be sure to tell me in the comment section below, and I'll try and make a video on that as soon as possible. And may the best year today's be the worst year tomorrow's.